Hi everyone. Hi, how are you? So I'm sorry that I'm a few minutes late. If you can hear me, if you're on here and you're watching live, hang on one second. I'm just going to do something with my phone here. Okay, I think that's better. If you can hear me, maybe please let me know if you can see me okay, if my showing up like not crooked. And if you can hear me okay with the audio. If you can do that, that would be amazing. Please and thank you. If you could just let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. That would be awesome. If you could just let me know in the chat, please. Let me see. Oh, hey, Nicole. Dragonfly. Hey, how are you? So great that you ladies are here. Audio's good. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Nicole. Am I showing up crooked? Or is my screen orientation okay? Oh, Kathy. Hey, how are you? So I have my laptop over here. So that's if I'm looking down here, that's what I'm looking at. Let me just change the layout of my little setup here. Very high tech. I'm using books as pedestals. Sorry, that's Bree in the background. That's my dog Bree. My mom and our dog Bree. She heard a noise and she started barking. Sorry, she's a very sweet 2-year-old chocolate lab, but she has a massive bark on her. But she's very friendly. You're perfect. Oh, thank you, Kathy. You're perfect too. But no, thank you for letting me know. I'm just checking the chat here. Just hang on 1 second. Just orienting myself. I use the laptop so I can see the chat better, because if it's just on my phone, it's just too small. So I turn off the chat on my phone and then I just have it on the laptop so I can see everything better. Audio is good. Not crooked. Thank you. I was crooked the first time. I just didn't know it. Okay, not crooked. You're perfect. Oh, thank you. You're all perfect too. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. This is amazing. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule and your busy lives to join us on our Monday night visits. Seems like it's turning into a nice little thing. It's my 3rd time doing this, our 3rd visit, and it seems like it's been going well. So let's keep going with it. I love doing this. I love going lives. They're fun. They're fun. They're fun. They're interactive. Our lives. I hope that you're all well. I was going to ask how was your week, but I won't do that in case something comes through in the tea leaves, and that way I'm keeping myself objective as possible. But thank you so much again for being here. Hope that you're all keeping well and that you're ready for some readings tonight. So I love it too. Oh, thank you. Oh, sorry. There's something blocking part of the chat, so I'm looking. I have to double look now. Oh, I saw a rainbow. Oh, I'm seeing all these little things fly. Thank you so much, everyone. I love you so much too. Oh my gosh, this is so much fun. So I have all the teacups here. I've prepared them all. So I'm ready to, let's do some readings. So I just boiled the water a few minutes ago, like a minute ago. So I'm just going to put a little bit of hot boiled water into one of the cups with the prepared tea, with the tea inside. So we can do a general weekly reading for the week. That's what we've been doing for the past 2 weeks now. So let's make it the 3rd week. So we'll just do a general reading for the week and to see whatever the universe would like us to know for this coming week. Let me see. Trisha. Oh, Chicagoland. That is cool. I've never been to Chicago, but I've wanted to go for so long. Hey, Trisha. Thanks so much for being here and for chatting. That's really sweet of you. Aw, that's really nice. Thank you. Welcome to the visit. Our Monday night visits that seems to be turning into a thing, and I love it. Emojis. Oh my gosh, you're all so amazing. So again, I won't ask you how your past week was. That keeps me as objective as possible. And I love how all of you start chatting back and forth amongst yourselves. That's the whole point. The whole point is unity. And that's what certain individuals and groups and organizations want, is disunity. And no, we just flip it. We're supposed to be united. So that's what we do. Aww, I love how you all just chat amongst yourselves. Okay, so I have the tea leaves here. So let's do the reading for the week. Quick reading for the week. And then, as we all decided last time, let's do some readings for you. So for anyone watching who's watching live, this is what we talked about last week. So let's do, I have some cups here. Now I have prepared 6 cups in total. So I figured if we could do maybe limit to 5 minutes each. If you wanted to ask a question and have a quick impromptu tea leaf reading here tonight, I'm more than happy to do so. I'm all set to go. I just need, if you are interested in having your leaves read, if you can maybe wait until after we do the weekly reading, if that's okay, and maybe in about 20 minutes or so. And then maybe just put like question in the comments in capital letters if you want to do that. And that way I can see it more easily, and then I can just do a quick reading for you. I don't need to know what your question is. I prefer to never to know what the question is, and that way it keeps me as objective as possible. Excuse me. I had fish and chips for supper, so I'm a little bit thirsty. Aw. Hugs to Mom and Brie. Oh, thank you, Kathy. Well, hugs to you and your pets as well. Thank you so much. If you hear any noise in the background, it's Brie. She's wandering around. Okay, so is everyone ready for the weekly reading? Just getting the cup ready now. So I've put the tea in the cup and I've put hot water into the cup, so I'm just swirling it. I've already done all my prayers for protection and accuracy and all of that from the divine. All the information always comes from the boss by whatever name or names you're comfortable with using. And I'm just simply relay whatever information comes through. So I'm just pushing the tea leaves back down into the cup. Sorry for any background sound effects here. And if you wish to, please feel free to just chat amongst yourselves. I love it when everyone starts chiming in and just chatting back and forth. I think it's just so much fun. Okay, here we are. Just going to strain the leaves a little bit. I'm going to do my best to keep an eye on the chat as well, as I always do. Just sort of keep a happy balance between everything. And as always, I always include the disclaimers in my description, in the description box of every video and reading that I do on YouTube. But it's always for entertainment purposes only. So it really is a matter of take what you will, leave what you don't. These are general readings only. Some, none, or all of the information may seem accurate to you or relevant to you, and that's perfectly fine. That's the way it's supposed to be. These are general readings only for the week. And also for your individual readings, it's all for entertainment purposes only. Please, again, take what you will, leave what you don't. Use your own discernment, and hope that you just enjoy the reading and find it helpful. Okay, so I have the leaves ready here. Just making sure everything's okay in the background here. Yeah, perfect. Okay, so I have the cup here. I just put the lid on top, and I'm going to flip it over. So I'm going to say this like right now. My hair is so fuppy right now, so sorry about that. Very curly hair, naturally curly hair. I just put a bunch of water on it to try and like tame it down, and it's like not looking very nicely here. So sorry about that. Okay, so I have the cup here. I'm just going to turn it around usually three or four times for tradition, clockwise, to get it ready. Ready? Oh, awesome! Thanks, Kathy. Just looking for my little mess here. Turn the cup around. I'm just going to let it drip, drop, dry just for oh, your hair is beautiful. Thank you, Nicole. Very self-conscious of my hair tonight. It is not looking how I wanted it to look, but thank you so much. So what I do for every reading is whenever I prepare the cup, I always turn it upside down, obviously, and I just let it sort of drip, drop, dry for a couple minutes, a minute or so. And I just collect any excess liquid of tea that allows, well, it to drain out, and it does not affect, therefore does not distort any images in the base of the cup. Okay, so we have the cup ready. I'm just going to put the plate aside here. So thank you so much again for being here. I love every single one of you, and I just find this so much fun, and I hope that you're enjoying it too. All right, so here are the leaves. I haven't even looked at them. I don't like to look at them until I'm ready to do the reading. And what I've been doing for the past live streams, oh, that's interesting, is I take pictures after the reading, and then I will post them on the community tab. So you're always welcome to go back over to my community tab and look at any pictures that I've posted of the tea leaves just for your reference. I like to do that just so that you can see what I've been looking at, what I've been seeing. Okay, my goodness. I'm going to turn my ring light up just a little bit. See the leaves a little bit better. All right, so I'm going to set the timer for around 20 or so minutes. Now, everyone is completely different. Everyone reads differently. So in case you are new here, welcome. Thank you so much for being here to our third weekly visit. And in case you're not aware of how I myself read tea leaves, my opinion is that many people do read tea leaves completely differently, and they're all valid. This is just the way that I myself do it. So I read chronologically based. So with the rim being the present situation, the size being on the way, and the base is more of the distant future. So it's like now, on the way, and later. And in this case, the rim is representing like today, like now, beginning of this week, as week progresses, and then the base is like this weekend heading into next week. Okay, let's get going. Let's start the reading. So I go quiet sometimes as I'm looking at the leaves. It looks as though to me that there are two main areas, events or situations which are taking place, probably right now, or if not now, then imminently, but basically right now, where things are calm and clear and quiet, and we're happy with that, and or we want things to get moving a little bit more. And aside from that, it's just general busyness. Just many different, several other different smaller events or situations taking place, which are not significant in and of themselves. However, they are appearing in here. So I am saying that in case it has relevance to you. So lots of busyness, and also a couple areas where things are, again, we're happy with the way that things are going, and they're calm and clear and quiet, and or we want things to get moving a little bit more in those areas. Okay, we do have it's a crazy week. Based on what I'm seeing, normally if you've watched any of the TV readings I've done so far on my channel here, I normally have one main event. I call this a main event or situation. So usually there's like one line essentially, but this one has two. It's very interesting to me. So we'll look into more details into this. So that means to me that there are two events or situations taking place this week. One is obviously more important or more significant rather than the other. The main one does begin, well, imminently, and does continue into this weekend, but it only continues into this weekend, like the end of this week, heading into this weekend, in one certain area, in one certain form or aspect. Whereas the other event or situation, the much less significant one, is actually, I would say, starts maybe tomorrow, approximately, and ends within a couple of days. I would say that it lasts maybe 2 or 3 days for the most part. And then after that, there's it sort of breaks off or delves off into two different sections or two different areas or aspects or individual events or situations that continue on, that join up to an event later. We'll talk about that. I know it sounds confusing, but bear with me. And then that essentially concludes at the end of this week for the most part. And I will show you what I mean. I'm going to be very high tech here and use my liquid lip color. So bear with me. So here we are. So I've been looking, there's a main event or situation. I've just been describing this secondary event. So you can see here, and 1 second here. So you can see here, it sort of is significant in and of itself for a couple of days, I would say. It branches off in those two different areas. And then it joins that event or scenario that is taking place at the end of this week. And that essentially does conclude, like I said, around Friday, I would say approximately. But that in itself does also lead into the base. It's just that it's not as significant as obviously the main event or situation is. So hopefully that makes sense to you. Pardon me. In the short term, we do have an event or situation that's also taking place within, I would say, by around tomorrow. It is indirectly related to, I would say it's actually directly related to this main event. It's just that it's separate in and of itself. Does not last long, very short term, maybe a day or so. Overall, we'll get into way more detail, but overall, we do have this one main event or area, one main event or situation or area where there's a great amount of clear space right here. So in other words, there's one part or one thing this week where things are, very calm and clear and quiet, and we're just really happy with that. So we have a bit of a reprieve. We're able to focus on what we need to focus on and not be pulled into many different other areas or not have too many other distractions taking place, which is really great. Especially considering how busy this entire event is going to be, or this entire week is going to be, rather. Okay, yeah. Let's look at this main event. Essentially, it's comprised of 3 different sections, all varying in levels of importance. One is like the main core of it, the main essence or aspect of this whole event. It consists of a lot of surprises. Consists of surprises, things that we're really not supposed to know right now, and yet clarity at the same time. So it's like that situation where we know where we're standing, yet we don't at the same time. So, for example, we know we're going to college, but we know that date, but we don't know all of the details that are involved in actually going there. That kind of situation. We know, yet we don't know. Also, I would say maybe around Tuesday or so, maybe Wednesday, there's another aspect that's we know where we stand, yet we don't at the same time. There are some surprises, but there's a lot more things up in the air, a lot more conversations, many more things that need to be discussed. And then we have that third aspect where there's a lot more conversations, discussions, things are really up in the air, more so in that area. So we really have like gold, silver, bronze, 1, 2, and 3, all in varying degrees. Let's look into some more details. There's a reminder here, there's a chair at the beginning of this whole event. So I always say that any chairs to me are like, what does a chair do? You sit on it, you rest. So a reminder to take some rest, time out for our own self-care. It's a very positive scenario though. And there's 2 aspects of 2. There's 2 things and 2 things. Whatever those things may be, there's 2 and 2. And we are receiving very good things regarding that whole situation. There's also reassurance that's being indicated regarding that. Now, there also may be the letter V, person, place, or thing with the letter V involved, and the number 2. I'm saying this in case it may have a relevance to you. There also may be a Leo connection potentially involved. And this is all to do with someone. This is referring to an actual individual, a person. This all may also have a relevance or connection with property. Maybe thinking of moving in some way. And there may be the letter W involved in that scenario as well. Maybe stretching it or reaching out a limb, but there may be some smooching happening earlier this week for some of you. So if so, that's great. Moving on. The qualities of unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment are totally present at the beginning of the situation, at the start of this week. Some kind of change and transformation that's involved with that. And also a reminder that the angels are around us, they're with us. We can always ask them for help, should we wish to. Just a sheer reminder that we do have divine protection. A real gentleness, a real loving energy, calmness, love. You're actually just making me laugh. Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate that. Just saying what I'm seeing here. Can't really alter my reaction, I guess. But thank you. Let's keep looking. There's also the sense of going for what we want to have, not being held back. Love the hearts. That's hilarious. Thank you. Yes, there's this unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment that is present in the situation, especially in regards to that section where things are sort of up in the air, being discussed, thought about, debated about, contemplated. Okay, looking over here. Yeah, they're very well. You may experience we may experience a small area where we're just tidying things up, getting things organized, straightened out, sorted out. That is in regards to stability in some way, shape, or form, and there may be a Scorpio connection with that. Now, I'm no astrologer, do not pretend to be, or numerologist. However, like the qualities of Scorpio, I would say it's more the qualities than someone who was that sign. So it's like transformation, changes, Things along those lines. Helpful person. Involved. Happiness. Like there's just there's this. It looks like it's a very positive, loving, happy, gentle scenario. Fun, excitement, having fun at the beginning of this week, which is good. It's what we want. Okay, thanks, Nicole. Thanks for the validation. Jennifer, hey, you're back. Nice to see you again. You're a Scorpio. Oh, well, awesome. Well, you may be doing some cleaning up then at the beginning of this week. But it's related to stability, and it's in regards to one certain thing in particular. Hey, y'all. Yeah, stability. I keep seeing like I'm seeing a number 4 now. So for myself, 4 just simply means to me the angels and or stability, security. So it's two references to angels. I would just say that at this point, it's reminders that the angels are around us. You can also interpret that as though that we do have divine guidance, divine assistance that's taking place. However you want to take that, but I would take it. I would say that there's divine assistance helping us, and as I believe so anyway, and just a great reminder to see and hear that sometimes. You can always ask for divine help too. Yeah. Keep seeing the number 2 as well. So reference to 2 in some way, shape, or form. That is in regards to reassurance, however, likely regarding a document that may have like 4 different parts to it, actually 5, and a very small conclusion. That is actually related to a surprise that involves turning a new page, a new chapter, a nice change that's taking place at the beginning of this event, beginning of this week. But we do have like this. There's a cute teddy bear here too. So like, there's again, this is what I mean. There's these references. There's ample dog faces. This unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment, and protection and companionship are being indicated. But yes, there may be like a change, some kind of positive change at the beginning of this week. There also may be someone with a prominent nose that's present. That's helpful. So person, likely a person who is a male with the letters C and or G in the name. That there's close communication between those 2 individuals, and it's a good scenario. This involves a new idea that's being contemplated. A new opportunity with the letter H involved, H and or K involved. Things blossoming beautifully for good progression forward. We have a small surprise. It's a reminder there's someone with the letter I in their name, and something to do with like there's an acorn there. So it's like from a small acorn a mighty oak may grow. It's that saying. So something very positive, like some very positive change that is seemingly seemingly not important or significant, yet yields huge results, positive results later on. So there's some significance around that. Okay, let's keep going along here. There may be a Scorpio connection mentioned already, yes, but there may be a Sagittarius connection at some point near the beginning of this week. If not that, then like there actually may be horses involved in some way, shape, or form, but it seems like it's more like possible additions to the family, which can mean money coming in or some addition to the family, and there's action and movement and momentum. Things are taking place rather quickly regarding that. This actually may have a relevance or a connection with, yes, a person, place, or thing with the letter I, and new opportunities. Letter A, F, a lot of letters, and maybe another Scorpio connection. So Jennifer, did you say that you're Scorpio? Could be you. If not that, then it's a qualities like changes, transformation, going within, those kinds of qualities. that you Scorpios are known so beautifully for. Happiness, adventure, joyousness, abundance, and prosperity. There's some surprises around that, but it looks to be a very positive scenario. Now, let me literally be referring to Scorpio because there's that like Scorpio symbol, like a astrology symbol, but there's also like if it's not that, then it's these qualities of change. I keep seeing changes, references to change, positive changes. Letter C involved as well. Now, there also like literally maybe a person, place, or thing with a letter M that is involved, and that is in regards to a partnership in some way, shape, or form. Again, letter C and or G, positive movement forward, not being held back, going for whatever it is that you want to have. Working with other people, divine communication, messages, news, and or information, positive communications on the way. Positive changes as the week progresses. Things are literally taking root around Wednesday. Letters V and W and E, again, going for what we want to have, not being held back. The qualities of like life force, vitality, not being afraid, going for whatever it is that you want to have. Letter A, person, place, or thing, that is likely related to a house, property in some way that I'm saying this in case it may make sense to you or have any relevance to you, but there may be a French connection with that in some way, shape, or form, possibly. Just new beginning. Keep seeing like changes and new starts. But it's all very gentle. It's all very loving from what I'm seeing. Letter H as well, person, place, or thing. Taking some out to read, research, learn, taking time out for ourselves. And this is all mostly in that main section where we know and that we don't know that I mentioned before. The sense of like burgeoning creativity. So creating new things, new creative projects, making new things. Now, this may physically be referring to a pregnancy or children. If not, then it is like this signifying creativity, generally speaking. Partnerships beginning to form beautifully around Wednesday. Small reminder again to take some time out for ourselves. And as we do so, it's like almost like we're observing two different forms of abundance and prosperity and a partnership that's forming beautifully. Beautifully. Lots of Scorpio this week. Lots of changes. One of the small abundances that I just mentioned involves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I would say anywhere from 8 to 9 different aspects involved in some way, shape, or form, and they actually involve thinking differently, thinking independently, thinking differently. We also have a number 5 and or letter S. For myself, 5 means change, surprise, surprise. We also may have another Leo connection around Wednesday, maybe Thursday of this week. That is involved with, that is related to someone, a helpful individual. But again, we have like the sense of creativity. Again, whether this is actually like physically expecting children or creating new things, making new things, creativity, new creative projects, something to that effect. There's a small reminder here for perspective or perception, glass half full versus glass half empty. That's around Thursday. Letter E, number 3. 3 to me is like the Trinity. It's also like working with other people. Partnerships, abundance and prosperity. And a lot of like what's the right word? Joviality. A lot of happiness. Feeling very jovial by the end of this scenario, at the end of this week. Property looks more well formed by Friday thereabouts as well. Looks very positive, forming beautifully. There's a lot of gentleness, a lot of love, happiness, and reassurance as well at the end of this week, at the end of the scenario. Okay. Going back up and around very quickly. Let's look at this secondary event over here. It actually has two parts to it. Surprise, surprise, letter M, person, place, or thing. Communications arriving that are connected with a partnership of some form. Communication between two people and like literally like running for what, sorry, that was loud. Going for what you want to have, not being held back. That was loud, sorry about that. Someone with the letter E possibly in their name, E and or T in their name, and a new partnership that involves two people. One is almost behind the scenes or like a silent partner or something like that. And there's also the letters L and or Z or Z. Getting things organized, and that specifically involves thinking new, like a new idea that moves actually quite quickly in this scenario. A very loving, happy scenario. There's also a helpful woman involved. She either has the letter S in her name or the number 5. Now, I'm obviously, I am not reading for anyone in particular. This is like a general reading, but whomever this individual is, she has, I would say, a unique hairstyle. Possibly wears her hair short, prominent eyes and nose. She looks quite pretty. 5 is obviously changes for myself. That's what that just means, but that may have a completely different significance or relevance. She is either like physically still here, or she may be someone who has a departed loved one. So if this does match a description of a departed loved one, I'm so sorry for your loss, but please know she's coming forward to say hello. That totally does happen in tea leaf readings sometimes, in my experience. As that situation continues to unfold, I would say it's a very loving scenario. Receiving good things. It's unconventional stability, but it's positive, like receiving wealth, material. It's good. Material wealth. Abundance and prosperity yet again. Someone with the letter C in their name. Again, like this, children making new things, creativity, something to that effect. Okay. That continues on into the end of this week. And we'll just wrap up by saying that there is a smaller event or situation taking place around, I would say, Thursday or likely Friday, that involves a lot of unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment, protection, companionship. Very positive. There may be like a Jupiter or Sagittarius connection involved in some way, shape, or form with this. Positive changes. Very loving. Thinking differently, thinking uniquely, independently. We do have another, it is actually related directly to an event, a section of this main event that happens around Wednesday or Thursday or Friday. I would say more likely Thursday or Friday, that involves positive communications with a lot of like thinking, debating, things to be decided, things are up in the air. Letters G and or Y and or 4 are involved in that scenario, and W. Happiness and reassurance regarding a partnership that looks like it's forming very nicely around Thursday or so. Okay. Then we're in the base. The base is fully busy. However, it looks like we're going to be able to have enough time that we can pace ourselves for the most part. But I would say that this weekend heading into next week is going to be exceptionally busy across the board. Pace ourselves, I think, is a really good message and a great way to leave it. I will conclude by saying that there is the letter W's here. We have a version of the letter J and or T is involved. A small conclusion that is involving a small conclusion that is related to a very positive situation, receiving very good things. There may be a Scottish connection involved with that, and or the letter X. Letters J, yet again, a spiritual, sacred, hidden knowledge, spirituality involved in some way with this whole scenario. And it's going to be crazy busy, but very positive. So that is the general reading for this week. Hey, Trish, I'm just reading your message now. September 5th of last year. Oh my gosh, Trish, I'm so sorry for your loss. But thank you so much for the validation. I so appreciate it. I'm the teen with a gun named John. You're serious? That is so cool. You can't make it. You could never make up tea leaf reading. You can't make this stuff up. Divination tools are amazing. Oh, Jennifer, thank you so much. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it. I genuinely appreciate it. He is the W. Oh my gosh, seriously. Yeah, Nicole, I'm just reading your message now. Those sound like synchronicities to me, Trisha. Yeah, I know. Thank you, Nicole. It's really sweet of you to say that. Trisha, we're so sorry for you. We have our complete sympathies and love. I know, I'm so sorry, but you're here and you're still here for a reason, right? We're all still here for reasons. We may not know it at the time, but we're here. So the fact that you're here means a whole lot. So keep going, okay? You're doing really well. It means a lot that you're here. This is the whole point, you know. Oh, can you we're all here for reasons. And if we're here, then we're supposed to be. Yeah, Nicole, that's really sweet of you. Trisha, did you want a quick tea leaf reading? It's up to you. Like, there's no pressure or anything. But if you're open to it, we can totally do that for you. Does the heart mean yes? I do not read for people without their consent, so I won't be like, oh, Trisha, I'm going to read for you now without having your permission here. But you're doing so well, and you know, congratulations in that you're doing so well and that you're hanging in there. Just keep going. Just keep going. You're doing so well. Sure? Okay, for sure. And Nicole, that was really sweet of you to suggest that. Thank you for mentioning that. Okay, Trisha, let's get going and get your tea leaves ready. I'm just going to take a minute for me to get them prepared here in the back end here. But it's really very sweet of you to be here. And again, we're all sending our, not to speak for anyone else, and with your permission and with your consent, just sending you some good energy and some love. Yeah. Yes, gold hearts for sure. This is what we're all here for. We're all supposed to be helping each other. In the days of so much division, it's important to do the opposite, in my opinion. And you're all so amazing. Just getting your leaves ready. It's just going to take a minute for me to get them ready, Trisha. So please feel free to chat amongst yourselves if you like. Patricia, that's so sweet. Oh, it's so sweet of you. It's not lip service with anything that I'm saying. I truly mean every word. Thank you for being so brave and for being willing to share all of this publicly too. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, it is a great room, isn't it? It's like the best people are on here, I swear to you. And I haven't even promoted this except like on my community tab and putting the video, like logging the video in ahead of time to say, yes, I'm going live. I haven't even been promoting this anywhere. So the fact that anyone is here right now, I'm genuinely shocked and I'm very grateful. We should be there for one another. I 100% agree. I 100% agree with you. Completely agree. Okay, so I have your leaves ready here. So we're going to do a reading for Trisha. So I don't need to know what your question is. Just maybe think of it, but don't tell me, or please don't put it in the chat either. Not to tell you what to do, but if I don't know, then it keeps me objective as possible. It also maintains your confidentiality too. People being brave enough to share tough stories. Yes, Nicole, I completely agree. Like, I'm one of those people that I watch a lot of YouTube videos, but I very rarely comment. I'll like them, but I don't usually comment because I don't feel comfortable doing so. So to me, for anyone who's willing to share information like that, says a lot, I think, about them as well. Okay, so I have your leaves ready here. I'm just going to swirl the cup here. So whatever the greatest good for Trisha to know. And for everyone else watching, this reading is also in a way for you as well, because like this is for you, Trisha, for sure. But because this is in a public arena, so to speak, other people may also glean or gain insider information that's also relevant to them as well. So it's totally for you. I'm just saying that in case anyone else who's watching, if you sort of think, oh, that makes sense to me, even if you're watching live or watching this on a replay, you're still hearing it for a reason. So okay, here we go. I've done group psychic medium readings and group tea leaf readings before, and sometimes that is often the case with a group psychic medium reading. But because this is a group tea leaf reading here, it may also make sense for you as well. For anyone else watching, have relevance to you. Just turning your cup around a few times. I'm just going to let it strain any liquid out. So Trisha, just please know that we're all here for you, okay? And seriously, it's such a great room. I totally agree. Everyone here is amazing. We're all here for you, okay? Hey, Deborah. So great to see you. Oh, no, it's all in divine timing. You're not late at all. You're here right at the right time. Everyone? Deborah, everyone. Okay, I'm just getting a tea leaf reading ready now. One of our wonderful friends, Deborah, just in case you're wondering, or for anyone else who's watching it, right, who's just sort of coming in like right now, just beginning to do readings for anyone watching who would like one. And hello, Deborah. Sorry. So yeah, there's a thing that's blocking some of the messages, so I have to like really stop and read them. Okay. Okay, Trisha, ready? Okay, so there. Here are your tea leaves, Trisha. And this thought just came to me, but Trisha, if you're interested, or if anyone who's watching who's going to have a tea leaf reading this evening, if you are interested in me sending you pictures of your tea leaves, please let me know. You can just email me, and I'm happy to take pictures and email them to you. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Trisha. So if you could please send me an email, you can send it to Sarah at sarah-adamson.com. All of that information is on my channel there. I'll send it to you. Yeah, I'll just put it over here afterwards. Just making some room over here. Okay. Okay, here we go. It's my old-fashioned school timer here in the background. Thank you so much for all of your patience too, because this is my first time ever doing, my third time going live, but my first time doing like live readings in this format. So thank you for all your patience as I figure this out as I go along, or as we go along. Oh, thank you. Okay, ready? Let's go. All right, so again, this is all chronologically based. So now on the way and later, don't know what timing is for you because there's no time frame in this case, but we'll go with it and see what comes through. Okay, so whatever is happening right now, I would say that for the most part across the board, there's one main event or situation taking place where things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. And again, just a reminder that this is for entertainment purposes only. Take what you will and leave what you don't. In addition to that one main area, you do have a few other smaller events or scenarios. I would actually say, to be specific, 1, 2, approximately 4 smaller events or situations taking place right now, in addition to like the one main area that's kind of more or less calm and clear and quiet, and or you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving. And you also have a small secondary event. It's almost like gold, silver, and a whole bunch of bronzes. That looks like it's changing actually very soon. You have the one main event or situation that's being shown in here. Generally speaking, you have an entirely busy cup. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 approximately other events or situations which are also taking place very soon. They all fairly well begin at the same time in the not too distant future. As of now, timing and events can always change. So I'm going to have a little bit of excess liquid out. It's just ready to drip there. Perfectionist me. Okay. You also have two smaller events or situations taking place very soon, or one that has 2 parts to it. One is much smaller than the other one, much less significant than the other one. For this main event or situation, it begins seemingly insignificantly, but it starts very soon. Sorry, 1 second. I just had something pop up on my screen. I just want to make sure. That was very strange. Sorry. I just want to make sure that I was not having any low battery. I should not have had low battery, and I don't. Sorry about that. Okay. It begins very soon, and it actually looks going to be very good, very positive. I know that you said. I think you said your dad was. I don't like to say was. I like to think of them in present tense, but is a Leo. Now it looks like there's a fire sign connection in this scenario. So whether that this is just simply referring to the fact that things are going quickly, that's what I would say. There's also reassurance regarding that situation, generally speaking. This has some connection with the home and or family. Some new addition to the family. This could be money and or people. I would actually contend that it's more money than people, but it involves two individuals specifically. Generally speaking, is quite busy. Almost like, for those of us in the northern climates, like a snowball. Starts off kind of small and then just gains beautifully in terms of significance as time and events unfold. For the most part, it looks like you know where you stand and yet you don't at the same time. There's clarity, a lot of and a lot of surprises at the same time happening throughout this whole event, as well as like deliberations, thoughts, and ideas, contemplations, discussions, things along those lines. Unconventional stability at the beginning of this whole scenario. Partnership, and with the letters F and E, that's with the two people that I mentioned just a minute ago, that actually may also involve property in some way, shape, or form, or two pieces of property potentially. You also have the letter C that's in there. Don't know if I just mentioned that. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. This helps to lead to a partnership that is at this moment in time brewing very beautifully. There may be the letter J and or D possibly involved, but this also involves you receiving communications. There's reassurance, but there's you receiving communications about something in particular that's related to a conclusion of some kind. Conclusions aren't bad. We need them so we can, have changes and positive movement in our lives. But a small conclusion of some kind that is actually very good, and it's regarding something. It's stability, and it's receiving one thing in particular. Oh, hey, Sally. Welcome. Thanks so much for being here. Thank you so much. Welcome to the family. Welcome to our Monday night visits. Okay, Trish, I'm just going to finish going along here in your cup. Person, place, or thing with the letter W involved. We also have the number 4 as well. So stability and or the angels, helpful people, abundance and prosperity. That actually may be referencing property in some way, shape, or form. Maybe thinking of moving at that time. As the situation continues to unfold, it sort of becomes, it's actually very interesting because in the base you can see there's a lot taking place later on, and it's already coming up the sides. So I would say to use the quiet time that you have in the meantime to prepare and be as productive as possible, so that you are as ready as possible, so that when things really do happen and take place later on, you're rested and ready to go for it, because it's going to be quite busy from based on what I'm seeing. It's very positive. It's very loving. There's a lot of positive projects, working on new things, doing new things, creating something new, going for whatever that may be for you. And there's a helpful individual involved with the letters I and or J that is involved in that scenario. And there's a lot of unknowns. There's a lot of big surprises on the way for you, but it's going to be so busy and so positive, and it actually looks to be quite exciting too. There's also quickly a Taurus connection involved later on, I would say. Now, whether that is referencing like May or so of next year, like Taurus time of next year astrologically, or the qualities or someone who is that sign present in that scenario as of now, as of then. Positive movement forward, a lot of helpful people involved, possible additions to the family. If not that, then it is create this burgeoning creativity. Later on, there's as much of the same. I would say just use your time to be as productive as you possibly can because it's going to be extremely busy for you, especially in one area that actually has like two parts to it, and in another area that has another two parts to it. But there's a lot of abundance and a lot of communication, and there's a positive individual and a partnership with the letter E that's involved later on, and there may even be a Libran connection to a lot of partnerships. So that's a really quick look see, Trisha. But thank you so much. I hope that's helpful for you. And if you can please email me, I will definitely take pictures and email them to you just so that you can look at them for your reference. So hope that was helpful for you. Just catching up in the chat here. So Trisha, I hope that was a helpful reading for you. It's a really quick look-see, but hopefully that gave you some insight as to what's on the way for you. Looks like it's going to be crazy busy, but it's very positive too. And yes, hey Sally, yeah, this is our Monday night visits. I like to call it that. Oh, Trisha, I'm just reading your message now. She's been moving. Oh, can't make it up. You can never make it up. That's amazing. Well, it looks like it's going to be a very positive move for you. It looks like things are going to be moving ahead quite literally very well. Just thoughts right now. Yeah, well, just thoughts right now. In the tea leaves, it looks quite promising. Actually looks quite good. Quite positive, moving ahead, quite literally. Oh, thank you so much for being here. And you're so strong, and just keep going, okay? You're never alone. None of us are. Now, would anyone else like to have a quick little look-see in the leaves? Would anyone else like to have a quick little reading, tea leaf reading this evening? You don't have to, but if you like to. I think we'll be doing this every week, every Friday. Sorry, every Monday. What am I saying Friday for? Just catching up in the chat here. Oh yeah, Deborah. Oh, I know. Replays are amazing, aren't they? Yeah, it's never too late. Never too late. Oh, Lindsay, hey, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for being here, and thanks for saying hi in the chat. That's lovely. Welcome, 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 welcome. This is fun. I didn't even promote this. I wasn't even really promoting this at all. I posted on my community tab, and that was pretty much it. So thank you so much for all for being here. Yeah, would anyone else like to have a quick global impromptu tea leaf reading? It'll be here on the replay, but yeah, it's up to you. Anyone else like a quick tea leaf reading? And if you're just joining now, just recently, we have done a reading for the week. That was this cup over here. And I will post pictures of this on the community tab later on, so you can always take a quick look at the leaves for your reference. So we did a general reading for the week. Okay. So if anyone would like to have a quick reading, please let me know in the chat right now. Now, Lindsay, I know you said absolutely, but I'm not sure if you're referring to, oh, hang on. Have a reading, okay. Well, okay, Lindsay, cool. Now, let's just see. You like a reading? Is there anyone else who'd like to have a quick reading? And I'll be here again next week, so you can always do it every week. These are just a very quick little look-see. Usually when I do tea leaf readings, their minimum time is 15 minutes. So these are just very quick little look-sees. Okay. Chat looks pretty quiet, Lindsay. I think you're up next. Okay. Let's get going, Lindsay. Okay. So I don't need to know what your question is, but if you may please just think of your question or an area of your life that you'd like to gain some insight into. Please don't tell me what it is, and please don't put it into the chat. That way it keeps me as objective as possible, and also helps to maintain your confidentiality as well. I never want to know what anyone's asking anyway. It keeps me as, yay, yay, thanks for being here. It always keeps me as objective as possible. I don't need to know what the question is. I'd prefer not to know, actually. Ask any client that I've ever read for, they don't, like, I don't want to know. Not to be rude. Because, like, inadvertently, I'm not trying in my mind during a reading to sort of piece information together to what you've just asked me. So it just keeps me as clear as possible. Jessica, well, hey, thanks so much for being here. That's amazing. Welcome. Welcome to our Monday night visit. This is fun. I'm being very honest. I am very shocked that anyone is literally here. All I did to promote this was a quick thing in my community tab today, and I just preloaded the tea leaf reading like live tonight a few days ago. So I did that on purpose because this is very new to me. This is only our third Monday night live visit, and first time that I've ever done live tea leaf readings at all, especially like this for clients in this format. So I'm not promoting it until I really know what I'm doing, but I'm trying my best here. One woman show on my end, obviously with all my help in the background from the boss. Yes, Jessica, Lindsay, Trish, everyone here is really sweet and kind, so please feel free to chat amongst yourselves should you wish to. Just getting your cup ready now. Just takes me a minute in the background to get it ready. Okay. I'm just going to swirl the leaves around a little bit. This is for Lindsay. So, like I said, every reading that I do is always for entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will, leave what you don't. Oh yeah, Jessica. Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's very sweet people here. We're very much amongst friends. Can't wait to sort of get together with everyone when everything is all said and done. We can always freely travel and get together and hang out. It'd be great. Okay. That's a pretty good consistency. Oh, thank you, Lindsay. Oh, I'm happy to do this. I'm happy to do it. These are just very quick little readings, just mainly for time-wise sake, but I'm very happy to do this. It's the whole point of why we're here, in my opinion, is to help each other. So if this is of help to people, then so be it. I'm very happy to do it. Thank you for being here. I really genuinely appreciate it. And it's not lip service when I say that. Oh, this is fun. It's fun. It's fun. Okay, so I have your leaves ready here. Okay. Put this on and flip it over. I do not use pre-printed cups. That is just, I've never done them. I'm nothing against them. I've just never used, like, you can get like teacups that are pre-printed that you can use for tea leaf reading. I'm not saying anything against that. I've never used them. I never have, but I just use regular mugs. Just in case anyone's wondering. Okay, I flip it over, turn it around 3 or 4 times or so, and I just let it strain any liquid tea out. And in the future, I'll post this in the description, but let me see. So this is for Lindsay. So Lindsay, if you are interested in, Trisha and I just had this conversation, but Lindsay, if you are interested in me emailing you pictures of your tea leaves, that I like to do that for clients anyway, but if you're interested in me doing that for you, I'm more than happy to do this. I just need, if so, please send me an email and I can just send them back to you. That way it's all confidential and you're not sitting here putting your email address out for everyone to read. But if you're interested, I'm more than happy to do so. So if you could please send an email to sarah@sarah-adamson.com, then I will send them over to you as soon as I can. Okay. So I have your leaves ready here. So this is a reading for Lindsay. Oops, so I just realized Bree's at my feet. Bree is my dog, in case you're Lindsay, ready? A lot of talking, so I had fish and chips for supper. I'm quite thirsty, sorry. Okay. So in terms of, in case you're wondering, just as a quick reminder, I do it chronologically, so it's now, on the way, and later. That's how I do it. Entertainment purposes only. It looks like the current situation, like for right now, for you at this moment in time, I would say that there's like one main area or one main event or whatever the word or words you want to use. Things are for the most part calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that. And or you want things to get moving a little bit more. This is like one main area or overall in your life. And there's also another secondary area where that is also the case. It's almost like gold and silver in terms of importance. It also looks like that's going to be changing soon. With your leaves, you have this one main event or situation taking place. There's a little bit of time before it does happen, but it is happening very soon. What is I find interesting about it is that you have this one main event. However, at the same time, you do have this indirectly related series of events which are also happening. They are related to it. It's just that it's creating its own unique scenario in and of itself, if that makes no sense. It does continue into the base, this whole main event, especially in one area. It's very interesting though, because in the base, there's one main situation taking place. Like it's full on busy for you, no question about that. I would say, in my own, from what I'm seeing, but you have this one main area where there's a great amount of surprises. It's quite very significant. There's certainly a sense of like protection. It doesn't mean like, oh, I'm in danger, but protection, unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment are present. A highly loving scenario in the future. Doesn't mean like you're not having love before now, but that's what I'm seeing is in the base. And it's already sides, so it's like already on the way. It's not like we're sitting here waiting for it to happen. No, it's already on the way. It's already en route. And you're going to be seeing that in the next while. I don't know timing exactly, unless we see an indication of timing, but for right now, that's what I'm seeing. Sure, did I bring it up? For sure, absolutely. No problem. I'd love to. And it's going to be full on busy later on. So let's look at the main event here and see what we can see. It does begin with a good, very positive situation. Something very positive is taking place very soon. It involves something either artistic or creative or writing, something to that effect. Likely is related to paperwork or documents in some way, shape, or form. Very happy scenario. There's like a winking happy emoji going. So it's a very positive situation. Sure, Jessica, absolutely. You're receiving very good things with this. Reassurance is also being indicated. A very loving scenario. Very loving. May involve some smooching. Moving on. Person, place, or thing with the letter L that's involved with that. Creativity. Beautiful, like something very beautiful resulting from a nice loving scenario that has two different parts to it. And there's reassurance regarding that situation. Contracts, paperwork. Helpful individual, possibly with the letter I. That individual either, I can't say for certain, is either here physically and or it may also be referring to someone who is a departed loved one. But you are receiving very, very, very positive things with this whole scenario. Unconventional stability. So to describe what that is very quickly, for example, you paint boxes, sell them online, and you make money. Unconventional, but it's also giving a sense of security. So that is present. Not saying that you're good painting in boxes, but something like that, something that's different and unique. Open communication between two people. A small reminder here to take some time out for your own self-care. Person, place, or thing with the letter E and or 5 that's involved. For myself, 5 just means a change. That's simply what that means to me. Okay, moving on. Again, the sense of unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment. Definitely a surprise later on. And involves working with this creativity, getting things organized potentially as well. Action, momentum, things taking place rather quickly with that. There also may be an Aries and or a Taurus connection. I myself live in Canada. Please take this for what you will. Not too sure where you are. There also may be a Canadian connection in some way. And things are just like blooming and blossoming beautifully. So a situation, whatever that is referring to, is taking form, taking shape very, very nicely. Letter E and or L, again, Scorpio connection, person, place, or thing. Helpful individual, taking some time out for your own self-care. Reassurance, happiness, independent thought, thinking differently, thinking uniquely. Surprises as the whole event or situation unfolds. You're really going to be able to have time to pace yourself, though. It's not like it's going to be a crazy, insane, busy time. You're really going to be able to pace yourself. That's good. Moving on here, going into the base, forward movement. Letter L as well. Letter L. 4 and M. That's related to a nice loving scenario. That's a bit of a surprise there that we're not supposed to know about really anything more. But there is the letter N that's involved, and maybe the letter W as well. And then heading into the base, you have that massive, huge scenario that we're really not supposed to know anything about, not too much, but it does involve working with many different people, person, place, or thing with the letter J. And it's a positive scenario. Looks like you're happy with the way things are going there. Letter E and the number 2 in transformation and reassurance. And a lovely partnership with the letter F and T and open communication and letter V. So hope that was helpful for you. If so, I hope it was. And yes, if you are interested in me taking pictures for you of the leaves and emailing them to you, I'm more than happy to do so. Please just send me a quick email and I'll send them over to you as fast and as soon as I can. So thank you so much. Hope that was helpful for you. Yay. Okay, let me just scroll back here. So Lindsay, that was for you. So Deborah, looks like you're up next. And then Jessica, you're out. I'm just catching up in the chat here. I'm on my phone and I have my laptop here in the background. So Deborah and Jessica. Cool. Well, ladies, thank you so much all for being here. This is fun. And if at any time, if any of you need to go, no worries. You can always look at the replay later. That's why there's replays. Never worry about having to stay for the whole thing. I know we're all busy. Okay, Deborah. So please just think of that area of your life or that question that you have. Don't tell me what it is, please, or put it into the chat. That way it keeps it confidential for you and keeps me as objective as possible. I don't need to know or want to know what your question is. Not to be rude. We're so Canadian. I'm sorry. Okay, let me just get the plate here ready in the background. Okay. Plate here. Just getting your leaves ready. So how is everyone doing so far? It looks like you're all having a lovely time in the chat, chatting back and forth amongst yourselves. It's awesome. So do you like this format? Like, this is the first time that I'm doing this live. So do you like this format? Okay, cool, Deborah. Okay, I know you got to go. No worries. So this was going to be for you, but let me know. We can get in touch and I can do a quick one for you too. I'm happy to do that as well. So since you have to go right now, no worries. Thanks for being here, though. I really appreciate it, genuinely. Okay, Jessica. Jessica, looks like you're up next then. Cool. Okay, Jessica, so this one is for you. So like I just said for the other ladies, if you would like to have pictures of your tea leaves sent to you, please let me know. I'm happy to do that. If so, please just send me a quick email. And that's to Sarah Adamson. No, sorry. Sarah at sarah-adamson.com. And then I can email you back with the pictures as soon as possible. Okay, yeah, that's great. Thank you. Send me a quick email, please, and then I can get in touch with you and email them over to you as soon as possible. That way you can just sort of, it's for your own visual reference. You can sort of see what I've been looking at. Trisha, yes, I know this is fun, isn't it? Just please chat amongst yourselves. I love that you all do that. Everyone here is being so kind and so, so sweet. I never have, so far in our grand total of 3 weeks now of doing this, I've never had any issues with the chat at all. Everyone's been so sweet and so kind. And it helps me too, because I know everyone here is looking out for each other. So I'm happy to go ahead and do the readings, and no, I can see it going in the background, but I'm never concerned about any sort of abusive comments because everyone has always been so kind, so supportive. Okay. Cool, Jessica. So I'm just getting your tea leaves ready here right now. What I'm doing, in case you're wondering, is I'm checking for consistency. Ever the Leo that I am, I'm just making sure I have the right consistency here. Okay. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Perfect. Okay, just get the plate ready one more time. So this is a reading for Jessica, whatever it is that you're asking about, need to know. Okay. So Jessica, in case or anyone else who's watching is just coming in now, welcome. Thanks so much for being here. As a quick reminder of how I myself read tea leaves, it's chronological based. That's just how I myself do it. That's how I've always done it. So it's now, now on the way, now on the way, and later. These are just very quick tea leaf readings. Like I said, usually the shortest tea leaf reading that I ever do is 15 minutes. These are about 5-ish minutes. It's just a very quick peek. Here, 1, 2, 3, flip it over. Okay. And then I turn it around 3 or 4 times. So I don't know about everyone else. I'm in southwestern Ontario, Canada, and there's a frost advisory just north of here. Oh my goodness. Autumn is true. Cannot take the heat at all. I love the coolness. But yeah, frost soon. What's the weather like over where you are? Okay, so I'm just getting your cup ready, Jessica. What I'm doing is just allowing any excess liquid to drain out of the cup. So does not distort the images at the base. It's fine if it does. I just don't like it to do that very much. So I strain it out. Oh no, Jessica, seriously, have a hurricane? I'm so sorry. Oh goodness. Well, I'll definitely send some positive vibes out to you and positive thoughts and some prayers for you if that's okay with you. Oh dear, just take care of yourself. Okay, here are your tea leaves. And I'll definitely send pictures to you just as a very quick look-see, so you can take a quick peek right now. Thank you. Well, thank you for taking the time and being here. I genuinely appreciate it. Ever the perfectionist that I am, I'm just dabbing a little bit of liquid tea out of the base. Okay. Quick look-see of your leaves. Very quick look-see. Okay. Let's put a timer here in the background. Just taking a quick look here. I would say that as of right now, there's one main area or event or situation, whatever word or words you're comfortable with using, that is taking place right now where things are calm and clear and quiet and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. That is also true in 4 other areas or 4 other events or situations. It's almost like gold, silver, bronze, bronze. I use that analogy a lot whenever I do readings like that because it just describes what I'm saying, trying to communicate nicely, I think, anyway. So gold, silver, bronze, bronze in terms of significant events or situations, things that are happening right now. And again, every reading that I do is always for entertainment purposes only. Full disclaimer in the description box. Take what you will, leave what you don't. Accurate as of now, in my opinion, but things can always change. Okay. So you do have one main event or situation taking place. right now, actually. And it's like the universe is like sort of like giving you a bit of a giggle in a way, because it looks like, well, there's a winking emoji face going, haha. So whatever is happening right now looks like it's a very good, positive scenario, a little bit cheeky. Things are going very well. There's reassurance regarding this. And this is regarding a certain person or one individual in particular. There also may, and or there's a letter I that is involved. Now I know that your name is Jessica, so there's a letter I, but take that for what you will. There's also this this theme of doing research, going within, reading, gaining self-knowledge, something to that effect. This is helping to create a new opportunity. Two new opportunities, but one of them is more significant than the other, and there's some cleaning up, tidying up, organizing that is involved in that situation. Oh wow, I hope that's a good oh wow. I hope that's a good oh wow. You also have two other events or situations taking place simultaneously in regards to this event or situation. They're separate in and of themselves. However, they are related to this main event. One of them, yes, yes, you can't make it up. You cannot make tea leaf reading up. I'm telling you, it's like any other divination tool. But I love it. Ah, thank you. You just made my night. As well, you all of you are, but that's a really cool reaction. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you. Okay, so yes, you have those two other events. One is more significant than the other. One of them actually looks like it's actually in two different parts. And then you have this other one off to the side. There is certainly a new idea, a new opportunity that's being contemplated, being presented at the beginning of this whole event or situation. Overall, there's a lot of thinking and talking in regards to this whole entire event or situation, but in regards to this new opportunity that's being shown, sorry, archway, that's anyways, long story. But there's this new opportunity that's being shown here. You are receiving very good things. There's a small reminder here for perspective, sorry, perception. It's like, do we look at the happy winking face? That's a really cheeky happy face, or do we look at the sort of face that's going, oh, perspective, perception, glass half full versus glass half empty. But it's amazing. There's a beautiful flower. I've seen flowers tonight a few times. Whatever the situation is referring to, it's very positive, and things are blooming, blossoming beautifully in regards to this new opportunity that's being shown here. Things are taking form very nicely, in my opinion. There's a letter N involved. Now, it could be the letter Z or Z, depending what side of the border you're on, but N and or Z involved. Things are positive. Oh, Shaylee, you're back. Hey, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for being here. Welcome to our Monday night visits. There's unconventional stability that's involved in this entire scenario. Letter V. Cool, Sally, for sure. Letter N. Writing. Things are being written. A lot of writing in some way, shape, or form, whether it's education, paperwork, things along those lines. Just a lot of busyness. I would say that in addition, like, use the quiet time that you have. Oh, thanks, Shaylee. Thank you so much. Jessica, you're hang in there. You're doing really well. Use the quiet time, I would say, that you have coming up to get anything that done that you need to get done so that you can focus on what's coming up later. It's very positive. It's just very much, I would say, almost like controlled chaos. It's very, but I mean that in the best way. It's just very nicely busy. Essentially, this whole situation sort of evolves into having like two different parts in a way, essentially. I mean, there's a lot of more thinking and talking and things being discussed more up in the air. And as the situation continues, there's another opportunity that looks like it's being shown in here. Well, and there are a few conclusions, but we need conclusions so we can have new beginnings too. But it's all positive. There's a smaller surprise coming for you later on, but it's good. I say surprise because we're not supposed to know some things in the moment in time, but that involves abundance and prosperity. It's really good from what I'm seeing. It involves you, like, there's a departed loved one, I would say. helping in that situation. Now, if that is not the case, I would say it's a male, but if that is not the case, then it's like you going within, looking within yourself, delving within, helpful people around. There's reassurance that's involved in that situation, as well as the letter M, person, place, or thing. No, oh dear, no, it's okay. Departed loved ones come through sometimes in tea leaf reading. I'm saying that in case it makes sense to you. It may not, but if it does, great. And if it doesn't, that's totally fine too. There's a letter W. There's also a reference to a dog, so that could be like literally unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment. Hope that makes sense to you. I'm not saying that to upset you. New opportunity that's beginning, has reassurance regarding it, and helpful individual who may be a Scorpio. There's a Scorpio connection or someone who is Scorpio, I would say likely. If not that, then it's the qualities of Scorpio. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you so much. As the situation sort of concludes in the coming time, it's actually very nice because you have like this whole swath of events or situations that are also taking place. So it's like it's one main thing, and then it sort of becomes all encompassing. But it's also it's very much manageable. You have enough time, I would say, to sort of parse out your things that you need to do to pace yourself very nicely. I mean, there's a lot of happy faces in here, so it just looks like a very nice scenario from what I'm seeing. And again, we have this Scorpio connection, actually maybe even related to a male who was Scorpio, and or like new ideas, new changes. In the more distant future, very much of the same. The ability to focus on what you need to focus on, enough time to pace yourself to get things done that you need to get done, but very, very, very much busy as well. Open communication between you and one individual specifically. Letter V, person, place, or thing that involves you receiving something into the family, the house, and your home. A reminder that the angels are around you. Letter J, twice that I'm seeing a lot of positive changes. Now, this also may be taking place around Scorpio. That I'm seeing a lot of Scorpio symbols in there, so that may be literally referring to the time frame of Scorpio. I'm seeing that in case that may have a relevance to you. So this is September, so like right around the corner. So if that is in regards to timing, that would be happening fairly soon. If not that, then it's the qualities and or characteristics of that sign. I'm not an astrologer, but Jessica, hope that was helpful. Hope that made sense to you. It looks like it did. Oh, wow. Well, that's amazing. So I hope that was a good tea leaf reading for you, Jessica. I hope that it was helpful for you. Just going to catch up in the chat. I'm using my phone, using the laptop to look at the chat because otherwise, I mean, it's just going to be so small on my phone and I'm very short-sighted. So. Oh, thank you so much, Jessica. Cool. Yeah. So if you want to let me know, send me a quick email. I will send those pictures over to you as soon as I can. If it's not tonight, we're already at 9:30. That's crazy, but fun. Eastern time. I will do it by tomorrow for sure. Okay. Yay! I'm happy that it helped. Cool. I'm just going back in the chat here. Going into it. Sorry, I'm just reading this. There's something that blocks it, so I'm sorry. I'm just having to like read it. Going into education. Put off homework. You do what you need to do for yourself. I do not tell people. I'm not into telling people what to do when it comes to readings. I'm like, it's totally you do what you need to do for yourself. This is what I'm getting. Take what you will, leave what you don't. Your decision, your call. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I'm not into that. Oh, well, thank you so much. I'm so happy that you enjoyed the reading. That's awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, this is my first time doing live readings like this. So I'm very much learning on the fly here. So learning as we go. So thank you for being here. Yay, that was fun. It's cool. Okay, I'm going to scroll back and catch up on everything. Okay, so let's see. And Jessica, please make sure you take care of yourself with that hurricane heading over in your direction. Okay, so Sally, I think, yeah, you're up next. And then Shaylee's back. Good, thank you. How are you? Oh, I'm well, thank you, Shaylee. I'm well. I'm doing very well, thank you. Hope that you're doing well too. I'm doing very well. Busy, but it's good. It's good. I'm learning here. It's all learning. It's all good. Space looks so pretty. Yes, Shaylee, thank you so much for saying that. That's very sweet of you. I really do try to make it pretty. And I didn't put meant to put my little fairy lights on and the little vases. I totally forgot. But thank you. I really appreciate that. I like rose gold. Pretty. Hard chocolate color. Pink is anyway. Okay. So Sally, yep, you're up next. Let's do a reading for you. And then someone else said they wanted a reading. I'm just going back here. Linda, hey, you're here. No, you were not late at all. It's all in good timing, all in divine timing. Oh, this is awesome. Thank you so much for being here. It's amazing. You're not late at all, at all, at all. Okay. So let me go back. I think I'm all caught up here. So, Sally, let's do you next. Let's read for you next. Am I missing someone? I thought someone else said they wanted a reading. I just want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. That's all. Nicole. So I'm going to read for Deborah. Sorry, everyone. I'm just like a one-woman show, and I'm just catching up here. I'm making sure I'm being fair to everyone here. Okay. Sally. Whoops. I do not want to. Oh, I think I did something. Sorry. No, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. So I pushed a button I'm not supposed to. Okay. So Sally, you're next. Thought I missed a message. Okay, but Sally, let's read for you next. I'm going to get your tea leaves ready right now. And as I said before, if you're just joining, fairly recently, if you're interested in me sending you pictures of your tea leaves, this is what I typically do for clients when I'm reading for distantly. Please send me a quick email if you'd like to. You can send it to Sarah at sarah-adamson.com. All that is in my about section of my channel here. And I will happily send you pictures. If I don't get it tonight, I will send them over to you tomorrow. But please let me know. I'm more than happy to do that. No problem at all. Okay, so I'm just scrolling back down. Something caught up here in the background. So that was this week. So Sally, let me get your leaves here. I prepared 6 different cups, so 5 for you lovely friends. So let's see. And yes, if you all would like to, please keep chatting amongst yourselves. I love how everyone is so supportive here. We're just having Monday night visits. And I like Monday night because it seems like everyone is, fairly free. I know it's the start of the week, work week, but it's also like for looking at the week ahead. That's why I sort of thought either Sundays or Mondays would be good. Just catching up and scroll down to the bottom now. Shaylee, Shaylee, I'm so sorry. Oh, that's awful. I'm so sorry. Well, please know that you're not alone, okay? In my opinion, we all have divine guidance. We all have a lot of divine help with us at all times. And in addition to that, there's a lot of helpful people always around us, and certainly in the chat here tonight. I said this before, but I've never had any issues. I never have any worries or doubts or fears about the chat. Everyone is always very supportive, and everyone, like, you're all saying hi to each other. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's a very safe space here, in my opinion. Everyone's here is amazing. And I'm a life path 5. That's very cool. Yes. Oh, Nicole, thank you so much for saying that. That's very sweet of you. Yeah, for sure, Shaylee. Absolutely. We love you too. Hang in there, okay? We're here for you. We're here for you. Oh my goodness. This is why unity is so important, in my opinion. Okay, so now that I'm on the verge of tears, Sally, let's look at your tea leaf reading and see what the universe would like you to know in regards to your question. Okay, if I ever sound distant emotionally, it's not. I need to keep myself as objective, emotionally stable as I can for any reading. But Shaylee, our hearts and thoughts and prayers are totally with you. Please know that. And anyone else who here, obviously, who needs some prayers, just know that we're all here for each other, okay? I'm speaking for myself, but my opinion. Okay. All right, Sally, you ready? Let's do your reading. So please don't put your, oh, we love you too, Shaylee. Please don't put your question in the chat or anywhere else. That way keeps me as objective as possible and keeps your confidentiality intact. I don't need to know what your question is. You know, God knows what your question is. It's the most important thing. Okay. Entertainment purposes only. Take what you will, leave what you don't, please. And as, yeah, every reading that I do, entertainment purposes only. Checking the cup here. Getting the cup ready right now. 1, 2, 3. Just going to turn it around three or 4 times for a tradition, clockwise. Just going to let it strain or drain any liquid tea out. Just 1 second. And everyone, if okay, if you wanted in the video for. Oh, I don't know why that happened. I was rewinded in the video for some reason. I'm back. Oh, thank you for being. I don't know what happened. I don't know why that happened. Sorry about that. I think Mercury went to direct finally, but we can blame it on Mercury retrograde. And since you're back, I'm just going to pop out really quickly for like 10 seconds and I'll be right back. Okay, my dog is like making noises in the background. There she is. Bree is saying hi to everyone. Sorry, I'll be right back. Okay, 1 second. Okay, sorry everyone, I'll be right back. Give me like 10 seconds, okay? Right back. Okay, I'm back. Was that 10 seconds? I tried to make it 10 seconds. Thank you. Sorry about that. Okay, here we go. So, Sally, ready? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's go. So, Sally, this is a very quick reading for you. Here's your quick tea leaves. And yes, if you'd like me to send you pictures, please let me know. Send me a quick email. I'm happy to send them over to you. Probably at this point, I'll send these pictures over tomorrow. I'll try for tonight, but if I can't do it tonight, then I'll for sure do it tomorrow. Okay. Just a quick reminder, I read chronologically, so it's now on the way later. That's just how I do it. That's how I've always done it. Okay. Sally, oh my gosh, you're busy. Whoa, oh my gosh. Okay, so Sally, you don't have to chat in the chat if you don't want to, but you can if you like. Let me see. I will just very quickly say it looks like you are incredibly busy. Several events or situations taking place right now. Some of them where you are happy with the way that things are going and that they're calm and clear and quiet, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. However, aside from that, it looks like you're incredibly busy. I'm just popping in the chat quickly. Shaylee? Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. Absolutely. You can totally do that. No problem. Okay, so Sally, you have one main event or situation that is taking place going into the more distant future. Looks like to me that there's going to be a lot of things many different things taking place during the next short period of time. They are fairly short term in and of themselves. However, I would say that for the most part, these smaller events or situations are related to this main event in some way. That is, from my opinion, from what I'm seeing. Across the board, aside from that, however, as this main event or situation progresses, it looks like you have a lot of free time, a lot of quiet time, like a respite, a bit of a relief. So you can use the time that you need, that's coming up, to get things that you need to get done, so that you can focus on what needs to come up late, that needs to happen later. Oh, I just pushed a button. 1 second, everyone. Sorry, I pushed a button and got out of the control room. They called it the control room, I think. Sorry, that was me. Learning as I go here. There we go. I'm back. Sorry. Okay. one of the events that are coming up very soon, that one is definitely short term, but it's a little bit more significant than the other ones in terms of a little bit more significant. There's a letter V that is likely involved. There also may be a possible Leo connection as well as unconventional stability, in case you wonder what that is. For example, you paint boxes, sell them online, and make money. It's unconventional, it's unique, but you receive money and stability from that. There also may be a property connection in some way, shape, or form related to that, and uniquely, that also may be related to two different properties at the same time. Oh, hey, Linda, I'll reply in just a second. I'm just going to finish this reading, but I forget. I think I've done 3 so far. You relate. Don't worry about being late. Notifications. Yeah, I know that I won't say any words that will flag or draw attention, hopefully, to this platform. But that's a whole situation. But yeah, you're not the only one, I think, who's not been getting notified. Hi, Ray. When I've been doing posting videos, but sorry about that. Okay, so sorry about that, Sally. Let's continue with your reading. Just trying to look at the chat and do everything at the same time and try my best here. Oh yeah, Nicole, maybe, I don't know. I've lost track. Okay, so in this main event or situation, yes, absolutely busy in a shorter period of time, like insanely busy, but in a good, positive way. A lot of surprises, things that we're not supposed to know of at the moment. As well as reassurance as well. That involves the letter J. Momentum, movement, action, things taking place, momentum, things taking place rather quickly. A very interesting part, like a nice partnership that's beginning to form quite nicely, that involves the letter E in some way, shape, or form. There also may be potentially a Libra or Libran connection, the letter R and or the letter A and or the letter E. So a few letters involved in that situation. A small surprise that involves someone who possibly a Scorpio, potentially. That involves open communication between two individuals. Letter 3, so to me, like the 3 is like the Trinity, maybe even working with other people. There's a small conclusion, but it's a very positive situation. This whole scenario is very loving, with a lot of conversations, thoughts, and ideas, as well as stability that is involved. A very loving scenario. In terms of the overall main event or situation, a lot of things seem to be quite up in the air. A lot of conversations, thoughts, ideas, things along those lines. But I do see hearts. I've seen 2 hearts so far right away. So it's a very much a loving scenario. There's also, again, gentleness, unconditional love, support, loyalty, and commitment are present in the situation, as well as open communication, in particular regarding a female. Now, Sally, that could be you yourself or maybe even someone else. I don't know. But there's also, I would say, likely a man involved in some way as well in that scenario. And it's receiving very good things and maybe some writing involved in some way, shape, or form, as well as a Cancerian connection, now whether that's someone who is that sign or the qualities of that sign, as well as unconventional, or not unconventional, but stability in regards to one certain thing in particular. That's all the beginning of this entire scenario. Pardon me. As the situation continues to unfold, again, it's a very gentle scenario, very loving. Reassurance is being indicated. So it's really nice. Reassurance, as well as receiving good things, possible additions to the family. Now, this could be like you receiving something like tangible, could be someone coming into your life, could be maybe even receiving something more like physical, like material, like money, maybe even. I would say it's likely more money. There also may be like a new beginning or a new opportunity that's being talked about, contemplated, almost ready to take place regarding that in some way, shape, or form. Open communication, as well as open communication with between two people with the letter V that's involved. As the situation continues, we have this like abundance, sweetness, a sweet energy, sweetness, as well as this creativity. Seems to be a theme so far. I'm not there, often whenever there's a group reading, usually like even like this, to me, often there's like a theme, like a common topic, and so far it seems to be creativity. Off the top of my head, I keep saying creativity. So that is at the towards the end of that situation. That main event flows into the base. So whatever that situation is referring to, it does continue on for some period of time. You may be going on a trip. If so, if it is a trip that's being shown in here, it is a quite lengthy one, and or it's a quite significant one that is involving a partnership. Nurturing. Beautiful balance of a new opportunity and a conclusion, but even with the conclusion, it's a new opportunity. Person, place, or thing with the letter S involved. I would say it's actually more like a person. Literally may have the number 77 in some way, shape, or form involved in that whole scenario. I'm not a numerologist or an astrologer, but yeah, please take that for what you will. There's some surprises in that whole scenario. Now, if this is not a trip, then it's an entirely different situation taking place, but it is related to this main event. We also have the letter A, person, place, or thing with a new opportunity, as well as, again, this reassurance. Positive change is also a theme, positive changes. There's a number 5. 5 just means changes to me. That's just what it means to me. We also have the 5 and a letter V. So a change is regarding the letter V in some way, shape, or form. That's a positive scenario, loving scenario. In the base, you'll be able to pace yourself and get things that you need to get done, but it looks to be quite busy as well. Mainly comprised of some thoughts and ideas, however, mainly comprised of a lot of surprises that we're just not supposed to know the answers to. Having said that, it looks like it's a loving scenario as well. I keep seeing a lot of hearts. Open communication between two individuals in one circumstances anyway. Letter M, person, place, or thing. A lot of surprises. Quickly taking some time out for your own self-care. Letter E, and abundance and prosperity, and working with many other people. And again, this loving gentleness, unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment. And another letter S, and another letter 5, and the number 4. That means to me it's stability and or the angels, and the letter Y. So lots of letters. So Sally, I hope that was helpful for you. And thank you so much for being here. And if you are interested, please do let me know. Send me a quick email and I can send you those pictures if you like to have pictures of your tea leaves. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm just going to catch up on the chat right now on the computer. I can see you talking back and forth in the background. Let me just get caught up. So Shelly, just reading back here. I can go caught up with messages. Okay. Yep, Shelly, I can totally read for you, no problem. Okay, I'm just getting caught up in the messages here. Linda, how many? Linda, yeah, I'm so sorry about that you didn't get notifications. I don't know why that actually happened. Don't know. I cannot swear to it. I don't know the reason. I have a suspicion, but I don't know if that is a correct suspicion or if it's just my opinion based on nothing. So cannot say for certain, but I'm sorry that you did not get notified. Okay, talking about how many readings I've done. I'm just catching up here. Wasn't it 5? At least 4. 4 friends that I've read for, and then the 5th one was for the week, and I kept that over here, and the other ones were different. We kept the cups in a different spot. 4, yeah, 4 clients, and then 4 friends, and then the 5th one was for the week. Linda, don't even apologize. I'm sorry that you didn't get notified. Don't know why that happened. I have an idea, but I don't know why. Oh, Dragonfly, you're hanging out. That's awesome. So interesting. It is interesting. Veronica, hey, nice to meet you. Thanks so much for being here. That's amazing. Thanks for being here, taking the time. Forever, I know there's been a lot going on for sure. The energies, I don't know about all of you, but the energies have been insane the past month or so. Well, past while. But I think there were like 6 or 7 planets in retrograde at some point, like just recently. I think Mercury just went direct. Veronica, thank you so much for saying that. That is a very, like, thank you for saying that, because that is very uplifting. I know for myself, hopefully for everyone else here. That's very sweet of you to say that. Thank you so much. Shaylee, thank you so much. Okay, I'm all caught up in the messages now. You're all so amazing. You're all fantastic. Just gonna top up my water here. It's a lot of talking, sorry. Okay, so Sheila, let me get your cup ready right now. I think I'm almost done for the night. Starting to fall over my words a little bit, so clearly like I just did. So I'm starting to almost get talked up for the evening. But we will totally keep doing this. I like Monday nights. I like it because it's okay. I like it because it's the beginning of the week, and that way we have something to look forward to for myself too, and get some ideas about, like, get some insight, receive some divine guidance for the week. But I'm open to suggestions, of course. Okay, Shaylee, I'm just getting your cup ready right now. So if you may please think of your question that you'd like to ask or area of life. Please don't tell me what it is or put it into the chat. It just keeps me as objective as possible. I don't like to know, and I don't like to know. And that way it keeps your confidentiality intact as well. Tuesday afternoon here. Oh, well, yes, that's true. It's now 9:52 p.m. Monday evening, and I think we should probably wrap up soon. But Veronica, for you, Tuesday afternoon, well, that's cool. It'd be fun to be Tuesday afternoon. I can guess what I'm doing tomorrow, but I don't know what you're doing. That's cool. I love it. And Veronica, thank you so much for being here. That's amazing. You make Mondays. Oh, sorry. There's a little like heart emoji that's in the chat and on my computer, and it blocks some of the words. That's why I have to like do double takes. You make Mondays something to. Oh, Dragonfly, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. It's so sweet of you to say. Well, all of you make Mondays special for me too. It makes me, I look forward to something. It's like all day I'm like, ooh, going live tonight. It's exciting. It's fun. Aw, love you too. Okay, Shelly, here we go. Ready? I think this may be my last reading for the night. I heard earlier, I was like, okay, how many cups should I get ready? And I got like 5. Got 5. So I'm like, okay, I'll get 5. So I think we'll make this one for the last one for the evening. But we'll keep doing this as far as I'm concerned. Please let me know in the chat if you like this format, if you like these live impromptu readings. Yes? Cool. If you like these impromptu readings, please let me know. I'm more than happy to do it. I really enjoy doing it. And if it's something small that I can do to help improve other people's lives, then I'm totally in. So if you do like this, please let me know, and we'll just keep going Monday evenings, or for you, Veronica, Tuesday afternoons. Just checking consistency here, Shaylee. Just getting your cup ready here in the background. Push these leaves down. They sort of flew up the sides. Yes, please. Okay, cool. I like it Monday nights. It gives me something to look forward to as well. I'm enjoying myself. I hope that all of you are as well. I can't wait to get together, go and give each other the biggest hugs ever. It's gonna be so much fun. With my cup of coffee. Yes, coffee. Oh my gosh, I do love my coffee. I have to be very careful with coffee lately, but I do so love it. Oh my gosh. Oh, I love coffee. I always say the God universe has a sense of humor because I read tea leaves and I'm a coffee drinker. Tea. Oof, yuck. Don't like it. I shouldn't say that, not to discriminate against tea. Tea is delicious. There are good kinds of tea. In my opinion, I like rooibos. That's pretty much it. Non-flavored, just rooibos. Yerba mate is pretty good too, and there's really nice flavored ones. But I just love coffee so much, so much, so good. Oh, okay. So let's get your cup ready right now, Shaylee. Flip it over. And Shaylee, if you would like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, please let me know. And I'm happy to email them for you. If so, please send me a quick email. It's to sarah@adamson.com. And that's like with Sarah with an H. And please let me know. And I'm more than happy to send them. Sorry, there's like fuzz flying around there. Please let me know. And I'm happy to email them to you. Okay. I'm going to turn it around a few times. And thank you so much all for being here. That's amazing. And I hope that you're enjoying the readings, the experience so far. And these are just very quick check-ins. Usually, like I said before, usually when I do a tea leaf reading, the minimum time is 15 minutes. These are just very like quick 5-minute or so check-ins. Usually it's a good 15 minutes. 15 minutes is my minimum time, but this is an exception. It's a very quick look to see. Dragonfly. I've had to give my coffee only 1 cup of tea. Herbal tea, I know. I do go for rooibos. I love rooibos. I do love my coffee, but I'm actually off coffee for right now. It sort of has irritated my stomach a little bit. So sad. But I do love it so much. I actually had a sip today. 2 sips today. It was so good. Okay. Just getting your cup ready right now, Shaylee. Okay, here we go. And I don't know about you ladies, but I'm ready for some chocolate after this reading. I love chocolate. I find chocolate is actually quite grounding. I have come around to the fact that I need to have dark chocolate, so I've actually acquired a taste for dark chocolate. Apparently, it's actually good for the pineal gland, from what I've heard. So yeah, I'm recently converted to dark chocolate. It's very grounding, I find. Those cups are pretty. I'm just catching up. Sorry, I missed a message there. Oh, thank you. I'm so happy that you like the cups. I actually got these several years ago. Got these a few years ago on sale as one store was actually closing, and I just got them. I love them. I think they're pretty too. Yeah, and they're a good size, a good shape, good color. I find for tea leaf readings. So I'm so happy that you like them. Thank you. Okay, everyone, ready for Shaylee's tea leaf reading? Shaylee, are you ready? Okay. Again, entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will and leave what you don't. Dragonfly, thank you so much again for being here and for saying that. Have a great night, too. Thank you again for being here. I love you so much. Okay, here we go. And again, it's chronologically is how I read. So now, on the way and later. Yes, perfect. Okay, let's go. Okay, so looking at your tea leaves. Looking at the, oh, wow. Oh, wow. That I totally got myself engrossed in that whole situation. Whoa, busy, Shaylee. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you are interested, please let me know and I'll send you, please email me and I will send you pictures if you are interested. Oh my goodness. So looking at the main event, looking at what is happening right now. Looks like, yeah, you're quite busy. Let me see. So there's, I go quiet sometimes as I'm just looking here. So 1, 2, 3. You actually, it looks like you're just generally essentially extremely busy. There's approximately 6 or 7 events. I know something for sure. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for confirming that and validation. 6 or 7 approximately events or situations happening right now that yes, they're calm, clear, and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. Having said that, it's just busy aside from that everywhere really. So thank you for validating that. You do have this one main event or situation taking place. Looks like it's happening like imminently. Overall, there are a lot of thoughts, ideas, discussions, conversations, things up in the air that's taking place with this for the foreseeable future. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, busy for sure. It looks like going forward, there's going to be approximately one, approximately two, could say 3, 4, 5. It looks like you're going to be able to pace yourself. So in your job tomorrow, oh, congratulations, that's amazing. It looks like for the most part, you are going to be having some quieter time in the next upcoming time where you can pace yourself. There's going to be several different events or situations taking place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, approximately 8 or 9, approximately 9 situations taking place coming up. They all fairly well begin at around approximately around the same time. What's interesting is that they are actually beginning right now, and they do continue on for a while. And then when they do, timing is a bit difficult to ascertain at the moment, but they do continue on for a while, and then they do merge with the main event or situation later on. One of them actually has person, place, or thing with the letter J involved and a conclusion. It's a small conclusion, but still. It's a positive scenario. There may be a connection with Christmas. I know that sounds strange. If it's not Christmas, then it's a pine tree. So please take that for what you will. That may even mean that you're able to like sort of oversee the entire situation and have clarity regarding that. But generally speaking, you are going to be able to pace yourself from what I'm seeing at this moment in time. It's just that there's going to be a lot going on. So yeah, pace yourself. Any more situations? Well, the situations, it's busy. I will not deny that, but it looks like you do have enough time to sort of pace yourself and do your own self-care, whatever it is that you need to do in the meantime. I would say from what I'm seeing, it's all good, just to sort of I only do the good stuff, but it's my intention with readings is helpful information. I would just say to use that free time so that you are as prepared as you can be for when things do happen a little bit later on. There may be a house connection from what I'm seeing, so there may be some property connection coming up for you in the next little while. It does look positive, receiving very good things with that. With this main event or situation, there is a connection with a new idea a new idea that is being contemplated that has the letter L and a new opportunity associated with it. There's also abundance and prosperity that has a connection with stability and or the angels that is present, helpful people and events or situations taking place where there's like a new idea, a new thought that I'm seeing in here, new opportunities, like a very small one that's related to what I just said. There's another helpful individual with the letter who's there's reassurance regarding that individual and it's actually very happy. It's positive. So I would say there's a glass half full versus glass half empty sort of scenario. Sorry, that was loud. There's also reassurance regarding this situation. Reassurance and just knowing that you are, in my opinion, we are all divinely protected, and it is a loving scenario. Going down, this all has to do like with a new idea is being contemplated in a short term. Following that, it's sort of like a snowball and everything sort of expands after that. There may be a Cancerian connection, person, place, or thing who is Cancerian or the qualities of that sign that are present. Letter Y, open communication with two people regarding that situation. That results from like doing some research or looking into something, doing some reading of some kind, researching. Letter L, again, this loving scenario. As we continue on, just know that there are many helpful people that are present, abundance and prosperity, reassurance. Keep seeing a letter I, someone with the letter I in their name. May even have the letter W or the letter U that is present. A lot of thinking and talking that's involved in this whole scenario. Things become a little bit more like clarified, a bit more apparent, you can even say, towards the end of the situation as it goes into the base. But whatever is on the way that's in the base in more distant future, it's already coming up the sides. So it's not like you have to wait too long it's already on the way. There's just a lot of surprises the more that we get into the base. There's also the letters C and or G, the number 4, maybe the letter U that is involved with a certain individual themselves, a new opportunity, surprises, open communication, helpful people. Letters J and or C and or F and or E that are present, abundance and prosperity, forward movement, fast-paced movement, life force, vitality. That essentially is what I'm seeing for the most part in the base. There's just a lot of good things on the way. Letter W. There's a lot of surprises here, so we're not supposed to know a whole lot, but a lot of, a lot of busyness essentially too. That is essentially what I'm seeing, Shaylee. It looks going to be quite busy for you, but it's also very positive. There's 2 new opportunities in the base as well that involve the letter M, I would say, and creativity and a loving sweetness, loving sweet energy as well, with a lot of love, unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, and positive communication. So, Shaylee, that is your reading. Hope that you enjoyed it, that it was helpful for you. A lot more situations. You do have more situations on the way, from what I'm seeing. But again, it's all for entertainment purposes only. Take what you will, leave what you don't. Oh my goodness, ladies. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed it. And yes, if you are interested, please do let me know. Send me a quick email. I'm happy to send that over, the pictures over to you, probably at this point tomorrow. But I'll send that over to you. So thank you so much, ladies, for being here. I think let's wrap it up for one night. I don't know about you. I don't know about you. I know about me. I'm beginning to fall over my words. I think it's time for me to wrap it up for the evening. This definitely went on for a couple hours. It was fun. Oh, Nicole, thank you so much. I'm a little bit warm. You can probably see it through my makeup that I put on. A little bit warm here in the background. A lot of energy, but it's really good. Yeah, it's not uncommon for me to sort of get quite warm physically when I'm doing readings. All the energy. Thank you so much, ladies, for being here. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you are watching me play, thank you so much for doing so. We are going to be going live as far as I'm concerned every Monday evening for the foreseeable future at 8 p.m. Eastern. So if you couldn't make it tonight, no worries. You can always watch us on replay at your leisure. And you can always join us again next Monday night. That's going to be Monday, September. Let's check the calendar. 25th. Can you believe that? That's crazy. Chocolate time. Yes, chocolate time. I have some over there. I'm keeping. I found a little bit this afternoon. Anyways. Simple things, chocolate and coffee, and I'm happy. Shaylee, I'm just reading your message now. Absolutely enjoyed very much. Have a fabulous night. Thank you so much, Shaylee. You too. Hope that you have a great night. Yes, we should all get together and have coffee and chocolate. If you hear growling in the background, that's my dog Bree. She's wanting some food. Wanting my attention, I think, more than anything else. So thank you so much. I love each and every single one of you. Well, let's wrap it up in the chat. I don't want to be like, oh, let's go, and then everyone's gone. That's not nice. So thank you. I love you. I love you all. And just Bree. And we'll see you again. Bree is getting impatient with me. I better go. I'm being grilled. I'm being grilled at. I better get going. But thank you so much. I love you all. And this was so much fun. And I better go. But let's keep this a weekly thing. Let's aim for Monday night again. Good night, Nicole. Good night, everyone. I love you much. I better go. Bree is going to start barking soon. Real life. I love you all. Mwah. Have a great week, and let's chat again soon. Please check my community tab if you'd like to see the pictures for the reading for this week in the next, probably by tomorrow. And there's Bree. She's knocking over my ring light, and I'll be posting those pictures at this point tomorrow, at some point in the afternoon, likely. I better go. Bree is wanting my attention. So I love you all muchly. Take care. Have an amazing week ahead. Thank you so much for being here. I love you all muchly, and we'll chat to you really soon. Yes, Bree saying hi. Bye to all of you. Bye. Love you all.